Hey, hi, Mac team. This is Mayur Tikundi, founder of Bizmorphic Research Private Limited. So we are building world's first community-driven AI-based research acceleration platform. So all major components are in this single sentence. What we are trying to do is get in as many researchers and research papers on our platform as possible, because this, if you see, is the main or the critical data source that in turn powers the whole research ecosystem, the scientific research ecosystem. For example, there are other components in the ecosystem, like businesses that are R&D focused. There are journals, there are universities, and also government is involved in the research funding, etc. So we are trying to get this data and then connect researchers for different use cases for with different components in the research ecosystem, as mentioned earlier. So this is something that we are trying to do at this point of time. We are trying to find out, we are trying to make discoverability and shareability of research papers easier. And this is the current scenario. If you see, researchers, they want their work to be seen by others, and their work to be cited in other research papers, because this is also important for them to improve their career and excel their career. And businesses need two things. First one is they want to hire research talent specific to their use case, and that matchmaking is not very easy right now. So if we have the data of researchers and their researches, we can do that matchmaking based on AI much more simpler than what it is now. They also want Businesses also want to keep themselves updated with the latest research and how that research is affecting their business. Again, like, publishers are there, the journals are there, they want better research in there, so that their impact factor improves, and they are the ones who is making all the profits. And then academia and government, they also want more research to be published, so that their credibility also improves. And since this is a big thing and we want to focus on one particular thing at a time, we are using a beachhead strategy. So first of all, we are creating a suite of AI tools that will help researchers do their job faster, and that is the reason they will be coming to our platform. For example, if let's say scientific systematic literature review, that takes if a researcher is going through 40-50 research papers, and then at the end he finds out that only 4 to 5 of them are useful to him, useful for him or her. So the AI can do that. Like, our AI, what we are building, will be able to do it. And given the use case by the researcher, it will go out, find out different research papers, go through the research papers, find out what is important, if it is relevant or not, and then give a complete summarization of what the complete research uh, problem that he provided looks like at the moment. Also finding out research gaps included in the same thing. Then again, like, we'll just go through a quick view of features that we have made ready for our phase 1 release, and we'll be adding up more features later on. So this is how the platform looks. You can ask your questions here, and this is based on, again, you can give it in natural language. It will find out research papers that are most relevant to your given query. It will also give the summary of the paper. It will also tell you whether uh, to read that paper, or and also the reason for why you should be reading that paper. It can be completely based on your use case, what you're trying to find out. It also gives a complete summary, a complete high level overview of the research paper. For example, what are the topics that are discussed, can be the future research areas, what are the key innovation challenges and solutions they have come up with, etc. Then we are also having this feature wherein you can find out connected papers that are mostly relevant to what research paper you are currently reading or going through. We'll also include patent and author search in the same thing. Next, we have There is something called as peer review, wherein multiple researchers, or it can be done either in community or in private, but multiple researchers can provide their views. So we have this word level peer reviewing available here. This is basically the community, where, or if even if some person is not a researcher but he is interested in research and he want to get views of different people, he can do it. Then we have this AI, like you can highlight the text, or you can take screenshots right from the dash right away from the platform itself, and you can ask question to our AI. And we also have this freehand PDF annotation tool inbuilt, so you can also make notes on iPad or something if you want, but you can also create notes in a different way. You can just highlight and make notes. That is also possible. Again, when the user is doing all of these stuff, we analyze what user interests are, what their expertise areas are, and based on that we curate their profile, and we do the matchmaking for business requirements, or what kind of papers they want. So these are some of the other uh, features that we'll be working on. AI based search use case, tailored alerts for businesses as well as for researchers. AI use case discovery, this is majorly for businesses. Author search and connection, trend analysis to see what are the major trends that are evolving in your research area. Talent search, this is again for businesses, the grade ones are for businesses. And comparisons of different research papers, what specific part you need from the research paper. That is one thing. Again, like you have paper to code, this is very good. And job and freelance opportunities, this will be for businesses where they can come and find researchers who are doing something similar to their need, their use case, and may also provide freelance opportunities and jobs. So this is a huge market, and we haven't seen anyone thinking the way we are thinking of monetizing this data. So market size of, in general, like we were not able to calculate it exactly, but research publication in general, it is around 28 billion USD. And there are a lot of, like, around more than 100 million scholars, and this is the data from uh, researchgate and academia.edu. So we generally feel that there would be much more than what we have seen here, but we don't have an exact figure, but this is the minimum that we have. And our business model would be platform fees for pro features, for the AI features, and for having notes private, shareability, making that private, and all. Talent and influencer discovery, because influencer discovery is also something that medical companies look for, wherein if the influencer says that this drug is working, so there is a positive impact around that. Also, then we have ads and analytics. Market adoption is, because this has a lot of potential for network effect. If a researcher, he is not working alone, he's working in a team. So if we get one researcher to come on board, he'll be definitely sharing this with the others, because we have shareability tools inbuilt, wherein if one researcher is going through a research paper, he can highlight what he wants, the important points, and he can then again share it with other fellow researchers. So we don't have a lot of competition right away. Size space is something that looks at a feature level, looks somewhat similar, but that is only for discoverability, whereas we focus on discoverability and shareability. Plus we have community section as well, that wherein you can connect and network with different researchers. So this combination, no one is thinking about it. If you have, even if you have different community platforms that are not getting so much used, because that has a lot of disadvantages. And we have this strategy wherein we bring the user to use our platform for the research acceleration part, and then we engage them in the community for a longer LTV, customer LTV. Yeah, so this is our expected journey. MVP would be ready in 2 3 weeks. for researchers, and a few more features that we incorporated in the same release, for example community features and for sharing content. Thank you. Let me know if you need any further information. I'll be more than happy to discuss this in detail. Thank you.